You're watching live coverage from RJD News. Thank you for contributions from viewers like you.
We just heard that there was an active shooter, and we just barricaded ourselves in offices to make sure that we were all safe, and I called 911.
Well, reaction was swift to President Trump's threat to put a 5% tariff on a broad range of imports from Mexico. A judge in St. Louis today temporarily blocked efforts to shut down Missouri's last abortion clinic. The court battle drew crowds of demonstrators and national attention.
Good morning, Buffalo and the world. There has been a terrible shooting where 12 people have died, including the suspect at a Virginia beach. So it's a very sad thing, and also Trump is putting tariffs on Mexico, which is getting a little people on edge about it. So people are getting a little angry about that, and also a judge in Missouri is fighting against the law of taking every single abortion clinic out. But that is what is coming up in RJD News this morning. Breaking news right now. Police and 12 people were killed and multiple were injured in a May 31st shooting at the Virginia Beach Municipal Complex. This is still a developing story.
Just heard that there was an active shooter, and we just barricaded ourselves in offices to make sure that we were all safe, and I called 911. We heard gunshots. We kept hearing gunshots, and we kept hearing the cops saying, "Get down." And I don't know what would possess somebody to just come in and just start shooting at people.
We do know that shortly after 4 p.m. this afternoon, the suspect entered Building 2. He's a longtime employee of Public Utilities. I will not release his name at this time. And he immediately began to indiscriminately fire upon all the victims.
And I'm just glad that they alerted us in enough time so we wouldn't be outside when everything was occurring. So I'm happy about that, but I'm still shaken because it's just entirely too much killing going on.
When the original call came out, immediately 4 officers responded. They immediately engaged with the suspect, and I can tell you that it was a long gun battle between those 4 officers and that suspect. We've recovered a .45 caliber handgun with multiple extended magazines that were emptied at the time.
My deepest condolences and prayers go to the families of those who left home this morning and will not return tonight.
Okay, a surprise move by the president to impose tariffs on Mexico could impact billions of dollars of goods. The auto industry will take the biggest hit.
Stocks plummeted in response to President Trump's plan to impose tariffs on Mexico, a move he defended on Twitter. Mexico makes a fortune from the U.S., he wrote, have for decades. Time for them to finally do what must be done. The president is pressuring Mexico to stop the record surge of illegal immigrants at the southern border.
It's a humanitarian and national security crisis, and it has to be dealt with.
Mexico's president criticized the move and reminded Mr. Trump the United States has a proud history of welcoming immigrants, writing in a letter, "The Statue of Liberty is not an empty symbol." Even Republicans are slamming the proposal, calling it a dangerous and risky tool and a misuse of presidential tariff authority. On June 10th, 5% tariffs are set to kick in and will be removed if the illegal migration crisis is alleviated. If not, the tariffs will increase by 5% every month with a 25% cap.
Last year, Mexico was the United States' largest trading partner.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says billions of dollars in goods would be impacted.
So for the average American consumer, you may see price increases on everything from a fruit, vegetable, a car part, or even your favorite beer.
The automobile industry would take the biggest hit. In 2018, the U.S. imported $93 billion worth of vehicles from Mexico. The tariffs could drive up the average price of a new car in the U.S. by thousands of dollars.
It will cost the manufacturers more money, and ultimately that could end up costing consumers more money as well.
This is our last story of the morning. A judge in St. Louis temporarily blocked efforts to shut down Missouri's last abortion clinic. Missouri is one of the 6 states that have recently outlawed abortions after 6 to 8 weeks of pregnancy.
Supporters standing outside St. Louis's Planned Parenthood celebrated the news. The emotion resonated inside with medical director David Eisenberg.
This is a great day for the people of Missouri, but the fight is not over.
Today's ruling comes after a months-long battle between Planned Parenthood and the state's health department over the facility's license renewal. Dr. Randall Williams is the state agency's director.
We have multiple patient concerns that arose out of our inspection in March.
But the judge ruled in Planned Parenthood's favor, saying it demonstrated that immediate and irreparable injury will result if petitioner's license is allowed to expire. So far, 9 states have enacted laws severely limiting abortions in 2019. If this Planned Parenthood lost its license, Missouri would become the first state in the country without a single abortion clinic.
They're required to meet with me at least.
While lawyers argued in court this week, CBS News was given rare access inside the clinic. Staff here sees between 50 and 150 abortion patients a week.
It's not about the health and well-being of women and the population of people we take care of. This is about politics. This is about misogyny. This is about a patriarchal system that wants to see women not have control over their lives and their bodies.